Scammers are relentless, and we know they're going to keep trying, and we've seen over and over again. All of us can make it as hard as possible for scammers. So even if they're not going to give up, we can slow them down and we can push them further and further away from being successful.
Indians are said to be losing as much as 1,000 crore rupees every month to cyber frauds. To understand what Meta, one of the biggest players in the online space, is doing for digital safety, I spoke to Nathaniel Gleicher, Director, Security Policy at Meta. How have scams evolved over the last few years?
I think when people think about scammers, they still think about two guys in an internet cafe that are kind of doing this as a side gig. That is not what scams look like today. We have very sophisticated, heavily resourced actors.
What is Meta's broader approach to combating online scams?
Our work to combat scams starts by saying, what can we do to make our platforms as resistant to these scammers as possible? Whether that's using facial recognition to detect and help celebrities that are getting abused, using detection systems to catch and stop these scams, or other types of tools on our platforms to warn people about it. We also want to try to empower people to keep themselves safe, to spot scams, to use security where they can. And one really powerful voice for this is content creators. Content creators have a following, people look to them, but also they're seen as experts, and so people will listen. And so one of the things we've talked with content creators about is how do we simplify the message? What's the one thing people can do? How do we demystify security? OTP मांगेंगे वो कॉल करके डिलीवरी वाले जैसे बनके तुम ना देना पास रखना OTP अपना।
आप हमेशा अलर्ट रहो और कुछ भी करने से पहले सोचो, जरा भी शक हो तो फट से ब्लॉक एंड रिपोर्ट। स्कैम से बचो, सेफ रहो।
What are 3 things that you would tell every internet user to keep in mind to be safe online?
Yeah, that's a great question. And the good thing is I think there's some pretty simple things people can do. On our platforms, there's a number of tools that people can use. Turn on 2-factor authentication for your accounts. We have a tool called Security Checkup, which is a simple way for people to figure out if there might be any security holes on their accounts. On WhatsApp, we have context cards that help you understand more about particular groups or particular places you might interact with. And you can also choose to silence unknown callers. Our reporting tools are also a very important and useful tool for people to keep themselves safe.
Do you see online scams stopping anytime soon?
The truth is, scammers are relentless, and we know they're going to keep trying. What we can do, we can all do together, is make our security and our systems as protective and resistant to them as possible.